I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mad About Toys podcast. I'm Matt Reeves, and today we're talking about the one, the only, Robert Pattinson's The Batman by McFarlane Toys. I absolutely cannot wait for this movie to come out. It can't come soon enough. Robert Pattinson, I think, is going to do a phenomenal job. If you haven't seen him in The Lighthouse with William Dafoe, do yourself a favor and check that out. And we'll be right back to check this out. All right. It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start off with the ugly ball hinges that are on the wrists and ankles. It's not as noticeable on the ankles because of the shin guards, but it's there. But it's very obvious on the wrists. Why McFarlane uses this, I don't know. But it would be great if they could stop, because it looks quite ugly. Goes up and down. You can spin it around inside, but it still looks ugly. Here's a closer look at the worst offender of the ball wrists. In my opinion, Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. These things are just ridiculous. Next up on the ugly list is Batman's grapple gun. Pegs into his right hand here. Here's a closer look at the grapple gun. Handle. Peg. Just don't like the way that it looks pegged into the hand. He can hold it with that hand, with the handle. But let's take a look at it pegged in. Here's the grapple gun in Batman's hand. And from far, it doesn't look too bad, but it's far from good. Let's take a closer look here. What do you guys think? There's the actual handle. I just don't like the way that it looks pegged into the hand. I'm not sure in the movie. Maybe it comes out of his gauntlet, and that's why they made it like that. We'll have to wait and see. But for me, this is just ugly. Now it's time for the bad, and what am I talking about? I'm talking about these side eyes. Why McFarlane continues to do this, I don't think any fan of the action figures are happy about this. So McFarlane, please stop doing it. One eye straight, one eye looking to the left. And finally, the last bad thing on this figure, in my opinion, are the arms. As you can see, we got him in a standard T-pose here. But that's as far as he'll go, unless you go and move the shoulder pads out of the way. And you can get him a little higher, which is nice. It looks okay. But the bad thing about these arms is they pop off really easily. For whatever reason. No arm Batman. And we have Batman's arms pop back on. They do pop on very easily. One thing I noticed while popping them on were how long they are. If you take a look at Ben Affleck's Batman figure, his hands sit about where his pockets would be, and that's pretty normal for the average person. If you stand up and check, I'm sure yours will be around that length. But Pattinson's here hang way below that. The reason is probably so he fits on the Batcycle. I don't have the Batcycle, so I don't know, but I'm quite curious if that's the reason. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, I lied. We're not done with the bad. And so, to finish off with the bad, we're going to take a look at the ab crunch, or lack thereof. In fairness to McFarlane, you probably can't really move in this suit or crunch. You can bend from the waist, and you can bend back nicely. But virtually no ab crunch there. And finally, let's check out the good to this figure. The bread and the butter, the peanut butter and jam. The reason you should buy this figure. If you're a fan of Batman, you should buy this figure. It's awesome. Start off with this face sculpt. I know I said I didn't like the eyes, and I don't, but that face sculpt is awesome. It looks great. They did a fantastic job. The stitching. Costume design is awesome. March 4th cannot come fast enough to check out this movie. The Bat logo. Nobody likes change. But there's one thing they're going to do, and they're going to change the Bat logo. It's changed a lot over the years. And this one looks good. Overall, the suit looks awesome. Belt. This is the only place I can find that the grapple gun will clip into. I wish they painted the straps the same color. That would have looked awesome. See, they painted the shin guard that, but the boots are dull. So I wish that was the same color. Either dull or either shiny, but the same. Gauntlets look great. These are soft rubber. Don't know what these are. Find out in the movie. Probably shoots darts out of there. Cape. McFarlane always does great capes. It's a rubber plastic, thicker. Back of the figure here. He can kick his own butt. Overall, it's a great figure. I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Batman, you'll dig this figure. Let's check out what he can do. Batman looking great with the hook kick. And here we have Batman with a front kick to the face of Bizarro. Who remembers back in 2011 when Anderson Silva knocked out Vitor Belfort with a front kick? Beauty. Batman with the flying knee. Looking dope. Batman jumping from a roof onto a bunch of criminals. Batman in a ballerina pose. Batman in the sit test. He passes. Here we have Batman as the third wheel with Harley Quinn and the Joker, both from McFarlane. Joker from Suicide Squad, SH Figure Arts. I know people hate this Jared Leto Joker, but I actually like this figure. Funny enough, his arms pop off too. Mezco Batman. The Storm Collectibles Bane with Sub-Zero, also from McFarlane. Batman with the custom Marvel Legends The Mask. The Mattel Alfred. Only Alfred that I own. Hopefully McFarlane will make one. It's more in scale with their Batmans. John Cena Peacemaker with NECA Arcade Donatello. NECA Donatello movie version. Grim Knight Batman. Definitely my favorite Batman that McFarlane has produced. Look at all those guns. Produced prior to the Warner Brothers ban on the gun. Otherwise, he would come with some swords, or probably not even produced. Here's Batman with King Shark, my favorite McFarlane figure in my entire collection. I've discovered the real reason for the flat hand, and it's not to stick the grapple gun in. As you can see in this picture, we can make the famous meme. Well done, Todd McFarlane. Well played. On that note, we're all done. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Robert Pattinson's The Batman figure. We're out of here. Please subscribe, like, and have a great day, everybody.
All done the video.